you ever had a real bad feeling about a place and immediately abandoned what you were doing? When I was a kid, we visited Washington, D.C. We went to the National Zoo. After we'd been there in a while, my dad started to get in a bad mood. My brother and I didn't care. We were having fun. Eventually, he insisted that we had to leave now. He was so insistent that he was actually rude to our mother, his wife, which was weird, really weird. So we left. What set my dad off? Demographics. When we got to the zoo, most of the patrons were white or Asian couples or families with children. As the day wore on, my dad kept noticing more and more groups of 3 or more young black men with angry expressions and a somewhat uniform-looking appearance that he surmised might be gang colors of some sort, and he'd seen a fistfight nearly break out between 2 of these groups at one point. Before leaving, he'd wrestled with his conscience, trying to decide if he was unfairly judging them and being racist. He finally considered how he'd react if they'd been white or Latino, and decided that increasingly large groups of angry-looking young men of uniform appearance in what should be a fun place was what was making him nervous, so he decided to act. He decided that risking being racist, pissing off his wife, and disappointing his kids was acceptable when all of his instincts were screaming that his family was in danger. When we got back to the hotel, we found out via the news that less than 10 minutes after we left, there was a gang shooting resulting in several fatalities if memory serves. Clearly, he made the right call. Have you ever had a real bad feeling